Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, let me tell you something. I want to tell you that women, modern women, black women in particular, they are not as great as you want to think nurturers to children. They ain't that good at being nurturers. We've been thinking that for a long time, and I'm going to break that down as we go along in this video. But I want you to know that men raise children better than women. Men are better parents than women. Children that are raised in single-parent homes, that are raised by single men, men who are parents, single parent, which is the man, excuse me, they turn out better than they do when they are raised by a mother in a single parent home. Let me put all this on the screen. I'm gonna show it to you. 1 second. We better get down to this.
Men are better at raising children than women. There's actually statistics and studies that have been done on two-parent households and single-father households and single-mother households. The children that come from two-parent households and a single-father household are more likely to succeed in life than children that come from a single-mother household. The reason I'm telling you this is don't be quick to divorce your husband, to throw a man away and say men are trash, because statistically, children need their fathers. Yes, women are the nurturers. Women will be the ones that will raise the kid, give them the love and that empathy. But for
actually, the mother is the first teacher of the child, okay? They give a certain type of instruction to the child, but they're not good teachers. Not in the same way that men are. Let me explain this in a different way. Let's say a little child is about to go into the street playing, getting closer to the road. A mother sees that child go out there, and the mother panics. The mother say, "Get away from there. Come back right now. Oh God, come back. No, come back. Here. When the mother says that, she's speaking very emotionally out of fear that something might happen to that child. So that child learns to become fearful of going towards that street when it's a young child. The child doesn't learn shit. It just knows that when I go by this road, mama gets mad at me, might whip me, cusses at me, and mama is afraid. So therefore, I must be afraid. Now, a different scenario. A father sees that same little child getting close to the road. Boy, get your ass back over here from that road before you get hit by a car. Get your ass back over here before you get hit by a car, and I don't got enough money to bury your ass. Bring, know how we talk. Now, the child learned to stay away from that road or that street, not because the child is afraid, because the father didn't express any fear. The child learned that if the child goes into that street, that the child could get hurt. So the child learned a lesson because the father corrected that child with logic, not with emotion. Okay? So nurturers, men are nurturers too. All nurturing means is that some kind of way there's a person who gives instruction and knowledge to that child. That's all that means. The thing with women are more emotional. So the child actually feels, in my humble opinion, perhaps I could be wrong, that child feels the love first from the mother than they do from the father. When the baby is born, they put that baby in that mother's arm, and that mother teaches that child as time go on how to be breastfed, if that's what she does. But let's say that she does breastfeed the child. When the child starts to bite on the nipple or whatever it may be, the mother say, teaching the child restraint, teaching the child limitations, teaching the child to stop feeding at a certain point, okay? So she's teaching, but at the same time, she's showering that child with love and attention. So that's how the mother is the first teacher of the child, because that child comes into contact with the mother first. Now, there are some situations where that doesn't happen, where the father may be the first one that child comes in contact with first, because mama might have died in childbirth and stuff like that. Whoever the first teacher is a nurturer to the child, period. The men are better at raising a child because we use logic more than women. Women use emotion and fear. And I'm going to prove all that in a minute with statistics.
But for structure and discipline, you need a man. Go ask any woman. You can even watch videos on TikTok and you'll see when a mom tells her kid don't do something, a lot of times they know that they can emotionally manipulate their mothers and they'll just—
That's right. That's right. I've done it. I think we all done it. If mama don't let it, we always try to get over mama when we grow up. Because we know we can. But when it comes to a stern father, we know we can't. That's why sometimes we ask the mama first, can we do something before we ask the daddy? Because we think the mama going to say yes, because we already know daddy going to say no.
And they'll just cry or just not listen. But when the father comes and the father says, don't do that, the kid straightens up and doesn't do it. And there's a reason.
Because it's respect and fear. A child is supposed to have a healthy amount of fear. Not a fear of my dad is going to tear off my head, but my dad is going to discipline me if I get out of pocket. My dad is going to correct me. That's why we are more respected. The children, you know what's so sad about them? Kids know more than women these days. Kids know that men want to be respected more than women. Think about that. Women want to act like a child, talk crazy, run their mouth, disrespect you. Your child won't do that because there's a healthy fear. And women should have a healthy fear of men too. Not because he's abusive, but because what a man can do to you. Because a man is stronger. Biologically, we're more powerful and faster than you in most cases. This is why you get your ass whooped by Pookie and Ray Ray now, because you talk too much. You're too slick with your mouth. You got to have a healthy respect and a healthy fear for men. All women need to have that. All of you need to have that.
And there's a reason. We have different energies and children can notice that. So make sure that you work on saving your marriage. If you're married and you want to improve your marriage, go to collectivelymarried.com and read the books. In fact, if you're single and you want to get married, those books will benefit you. Share this video so others can benefit.
Now let me get down to the statistics. Make sure I got it there. Oh, hold on. I got to pull it up. My bad. Let me get to the statistics for you right quick. Boom. There it is. It says, for example, studies have found that children that are from single mother households are 5 times more likely to commit suicide than children from both unbroken households and single father households. When you come from a single parent household, you are 9 times more likely to drop out of high school, 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances. That's all I got from that right there. One more for you. Another study has shown that 2 studies actually have found that early father absence in females is linked to both slower cognitive development and worse academic performance, according to the Merrimack College. Across America, now this is a 2022 study. Data indicates there are approximately 18.3 million children who live without a father in the home, comprising about 1 in 4 U.S. children. About 80% of single-parent homes are led by single mothers. Now, keep in mind, I just told you that one study said that a child has slower cognitive development. It means they're slow. You can tell them anything. If you wonder why these kids today, you can tell them anything, and they just believe it. How come they're so easily influenced by other people? Because the father ain't in the house to discipline them, to show them direction and guide them. That's why you could tell these girls all kinds of shit, and they start fucking and sucking and eating booty at an early age, getting pregnant at an early age, because there's no father in the home. When you have a father in the home, he'll raise that daughter up to be a lady more than a woman will. Because we know what men are like. We know how men try to manipulate, and we know what a real man wants in a woman. We'll put all that shit in the girl. A mother just tell you, go find the one that makes you happy. Baby, I just want you to be happy. That ain't telling them shit. You ain't telling them shit. Now you told them to be happy. So now when they come back in a few years, 17, 18, 16, they pregnant, got some cuts on them, probably been shot or some shit, did all kinds of drugs, got ran through, joined gangs and shit. All because you told them, I just want you to be happy. Because when you're doing those negative things, you are happy. There's pleasure in getting high. There's pleasure in fucking. There's pleasure in gangs. There's pleasures in running the streets. All these certain things, different things make a person happy when they're doing it. People wouldn't do this shit if it didn't give them pleasure. And pleasure makes you happy. But it's the wrong type of pleasure. It's the wrong type of feel good. So you have to define to your daughter, your son, what the fuck do you mean, mama, by happy? Frame that for me. Tell me what things would make me happy. What type of happiness should I pursue? Because if you don't tell them that, they're going to pursue it in them streets, and them streets going to give your child their definition of what happiness is. Let's keep going. Hold on, I'm trying to find another thing for you.
If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. Girls with no fathers in the home have lower self-esteem. No father families more likely to be victims of abuse, especially with single mothers. Children with high BMI more often come from fatherless homes. Here's something: fathers have the fittest children. Think
about that. So most of these girls that's fat as fuck came from single parent homes that was dominated by women. When they have a father, because a father gonna be like, look girl, you getting too goddamn fat. We gotta change some shit up. A father might be a boxer. He might go to the gym. He gonna try to put that in that daughter to be fit. Most women want to sit on their ass all day and eat Twinkies and shit. And they're gonna put that in their daughter.
Fathers have the fittest children. That was really interesting to me. The more opportunities a child has to interact with biological father, the less likely they are to commit a crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes. Now, here's something that no one else has mentioned, which I think is cool, and I don't really say this eloquently. If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Check this out.
Let me give you quick statistics and then we can help each other out. So 82% of filing for divorces today is initiated by a woman. 98% of men that are in prison were raised by a single mother. 40% of women today that have a baby are having it as a single mother. 10 times more women than men end up killing their children when they kill a child.
So it's the women who are deleting their children. We ain't talking about abortion. We're talking about when they're born and they get tired of them babies screaming and yelling, because you see it on the news all the time. They try to dispose of their own children. The women take you out this world more than the men do. So all that fuck shit, when you say men are deleting women at 5 seconds every hour. No, bitch, no, stop it. Slow your roll, bitch. You are taking out defenseless children. Let's talk about that. You must have back heifer. Let's talk about how you get annoyed with that baby. How that baby be yelling and screaming. You want to go to sleep. You want to keep fucking Pookie and Ray Ray. And that baby just causing a problem where you can't spend time with old Ray Ray and Nook Nook. And you want to end that child. Let's talk about that shit. Let's pull up numbers on that. Y'all are nothing but some serial killers. I'm talking about when abortion or not, or with abortion, or when they already born, you are taking them out. These are facts. These are verifiable facts, man.
It's 10 times more likely to be the mother, not the father. When a father raises a kid by himself, the kid will be 95% better than being raised by a single mother. And he will be even better being raised by a father than by two parents together. The girl will be less promiscuous. She's going to be more traditional. She'll be...
Now think about it. How many girls you know are hoes? And then when you think about that, think about how many of those girls that you would call hoes, sluts, and whatnot. Think of how many didn't have a father. Think about how many was raised in a single mother household. So all this fuck shit you say, where you don't need men, fuck men, I can do bad by myself, all that color purple, waiting to exhale shit, you are a motherfucking idiot. And I mean that. I mean that, Jack. You are the most dumbest motherfucker out here. You are destroying every community of every ethnic group when you try to raise a child by yourself. When you want to get pregnant but don't want to be a wife. You want to be a baby mama before you become a motherfucking wife. You are a piece of shit, man. And that's my humble opinion. You hurt these children. You stunt their growth and their development because you're selfish and self-entitled. You want to run the world. Instead of getting your motherfucking place, you too far out of pocket. You need to get back in pocket. You know what I'm saying? You need to get behind the man and let the man lead in the patriarchy. Fuck that matriarchy shit, because that shit is not working. Decades of statistics, decades of data is telling you that what you doing ain't working. So what the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is your problem?
She's going to be more traditional. She'll be a better daughter. The son will most likely not be a convict. He's not going to get into problems. He's actually going to have someone to answer to, right? Because you have a dad. And imagine that single dad also has to work, has to provide, has to protect, has to raise them.
Nothing but facts, baby. Anyway, it should be a live stream today at 5:15 Central Standard Time. 5:15 Central Standard Time. My neck is killing me. 5:15 Central Standard Time. The subject gonna be about evictions, how the modern day woman is going through evictions, left and right, Monday through Sunday, January to December. So join me at 5:15 Central Standard Time, and we'll discuss it all together. And I will have the call lines open for any motherfuckers who want to get in and talk about what they think about it. All right, y'all have a good one now. You hear?